global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news.
Hello and welcome back to our channel. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate for Labour Party for 2023 election, has been speaking. In fact, it looks as if Peter Obi seemed not to keep quiet. A lot of wrongdoings going on in the society, in the economy, political space is making him to literally call out. Just some few hours ago on the social media page, he did mention the number of years it would take a PhD holder who spent so much money to get that certificate, to get the salary of the senators and the lawmakers, legislative arm are getting in 1 month. 21 million is taking to take them about 10 years, PhD holder, 10 years of their life to get that kind of money. And we're saying that we are actually prioritizing education while we're still pondering on the fact that the lawmakers may definitely not be happy with him for really expatiating the economic effect of their huge and massive salaries and allowances as compared to a PhD holder who has quite a lot to offer, especially in the academia. He has decided again to speak up, and this time around is calling on not just the president, on everyone involved. So few hours ago, it was a case of the Chinese and the presidential fleet of jets that was seized, and some other countries that they're targeting, and all that. Peter Obi seemed to be screaming. I'm going to find out what it is. Before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel. According to Peter Obi, and I quote him, he said, "When I say we should declare war on the economy, power, and insecurity, some people spin the narrative while others complain." Now, but what else can we do? In the last 24 hours, several people have been kidnapped across Nigeria, including about 20 dental students from Maiduguri and Jos in Benue State. And Anambra State Commissioner and his wife were abducted in Edo State, and others traveling with them were killed. These are just few of the many tragic incidences happening across the country. We cannot continue living in fear. We cannot continue living in poverty and also in darkness. It's time for bold actions, collective resolve, and a united front against these challenges. Now, we must declare war on the massive insecurity and other ills that are threatening our safer and more prosperous nation and just society for all. Is Peter Obi literally calling out? But while we're looking at Peter Obi, let's also quickly look at what the former Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer is telling Nigerians. It has gotten to the level where everybody is talking about this matter because it concerns all Nigerians, especially Nigerians living in Nigeria who do not have another place called home. For those who have many passports, some of them who already have dual citizenship, you can always say, well, when Nigeria does not give, they could always, go back to their second home. It could be anywhere. Some of our politicians, unfortunately, have such as a benefit, while other Nigerians may not have such as a benefit. Now, the likes of Nnamdi Kanu's former lawyer, I'm talking about Ejiofor, has decided to speak up on the impending danger. And while the sovereignty of Nigeria may actually be in trouble now, former lead counsel of pro-Biafra activists, that's Nnamdi Kanu, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, has said that the seizure of Nigeria's presidential jet by a Chinese company signifies an impending danger. Now, Ejiofor described the seizure of Nigeria's presidential jet by a Chinese company as a disgrace. Arrow. It could be recalled that a Chinese firm, Zhongshan Foshan Industrial Investment Company, seized 3 presidential jets undergoing routine maintenance in France. The seizure followed a contract revoked by Ogun State government in 2016. Now, reacting, Ejiofor warned that such action indicated that Nigerian sovereignty is under threat. Now, he posted this on his social media page, and I quoted word for word. He said, "Look, we are no longer under any form of illusion that Nigerian sovereignty is under threat amid mounting debt concerns. Unfortunately, Nigerians are not paying commensurate attention to this impending danger." Now, August 15, 2024, 3 presidential aircraft undergoing maintenance in Paris were temporarily seized in district compliance with a court order. What an international disgrace. The unfortunate reality is that With the Nigerian government growing habit of excessive and reckless borrowing, it is increasingly likely that we may one day wake up to find the Nigerians' asset and the entire Nigerians tied to foreign judgment. It's only just a matter of time. These are hard truths. Truths we do not want to, face, unfortunately. But let's look at this critically. Unfortunately, somebody said something that I picked, though I laughed over it, but it rang negatively in my head, as in it was a wake-up call. So let it not be that one day we'll be working and the next thing they'll pick up one Nigerian and say, come on, you are part of what we are. You are part of the Nigerian debt. Either you change your name to Shonhin or Shonkonfin. We've been saying this right from the days of Buhari. Any new loan our government see, they just take. And it looks as if the government is under very serious pressure to please everyone. From the fact that the lawmakers have just refused to reduce the monies they take home, both allowances, cost of governance, cost overhead costs, and whatever thing they do with the Senate money that accumulated to 21 million, according to them. Can't we? In fact, they should do like just Ojo Zokalu has said. Senator Ojo Zokalu said, do this thing part time. Maybe this sitting allowance is what is causing problem. Do part time. Don't pay anybody. Don't do any overhead costs. In fact, they should not even think of giving them this constituency money again. Let the local government chairman have that money so that they can have direct link to. Because looks like these senators, they don't even live with their constituency. They used to go far away. Sometimes they even live in Abuja. They have so many sittings there, so they don't even have interface with the people. They should just carry that money, give the local government chairman, who live among the community, so that we can know how to hold them accountable. Reduce that money and see how you can reduce it to the barest. Nigerians shouted that, look, we don't have money. They still bought private jet of over $100 million. It's as if we don't even understand the problem, the challenge we're having right now. Now, I see that is not enough. Some of our executive, I'm referring to their governors, sometimes they even go and borrow money without even interfacing with the FG. They will just go borrow this money, and the next, because this subnational we're talking about is Ogun State. They won't borrow the money, and now it is now FG's asset they are targeting. Now you go about borrowing some of these foreign countries. They keep giving you. You know why? They're not bothered, because they have checked your monies, they've checked your assets, they've checked your mineral resources, your natural resources. You are well able. Just a case of corruption that's actually happening here, and so they just look at it. They know where to tie the thing and get their monies out. We can't continue like this. Look, we can't keep having square pegs and round hole. And Ejiofor, don't mind you, he's a lawyer. So you understand the dynamics. He may escape it the first time. He can be playing propaganda around this. By the time they start taking this thing, there will be no propaganda. The reality will stare us in the face. Can we stop borrowing, in all honesty? Can we really stop borrowing and begin to look inwards? Can we stop stealing from ourselves? Can we truly be Nigerian for once, as in truly care for this country? Care for yourself, care for your next door neighbor. Try to make him feed too. The looting is too much and it's actually getting out of hand. But let's see how it plays out.
Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze.